Today I'm going to cover how to create a setup file for AutoPath. I will also cover the requirements needed for the equipment to utilize this. AutoPath uses documentation data that is captured during first pass operations, such as planting or strip till, to create an automatic guidance line plan for secondary passes, such as planting, spraying, or harvest. First, let's cover the requirements of the first pass operation, or the operation that is telling AutoPath where the rows are. Note, AutoPath is not used during the first pass. A Generation 4 4600 Command Center version 2 or 4640 Universal Display must have been used to record the data. Both tractor and implement need a receiver on them with the correct offsets and calibration, including TCM calibration. SF3 or RTK signal is required on both machine and implement receivers. Shared signal can be used. Implement guidance is highly recommended to increase AutoPath performance, passive or active. The complete documentation data for the field must be loaded into your Operations Center organization when finished by either wireless data transfer or USB. Now let's go to Operations Center. There are two things we need to check on before creating our setup file. First, we need to go into our organization preferences and turn on AutoPath. Next, we'll go to Field Analyzer Beta. AutoPath uses the same data as Field Analyzer Beta. We need to verify the documentation data is showing correctly before proceeding. Note, no AutoPath row data or guidance lines are visualized in the Operations Center as of 20-3. For this example, our field is showing correctly. Now that we have verified our field is showing correctly, let's go to Setup File Creator. The first thing we need to do is select the display type of Greenstar 3 2630 or Generation 4 and enter a name for the file. If the display type is not selected first, no AutoPath data will be shown in the Setup File Creator. Next, we'll go to the Land tab. Here, I am going to select the AutoPath guidance box on the left-hand side of the screen so that my list of fields is filtered down to only fields that have AutoPath data. I will then select my fields I want included in this file. If a field has more than one AutoPath selection available, only one can be used. We can use AutoPath bulk selection to select the same operation for all of our fields that have the selected operation. We have now completed the AutoPath portion, so let's finish out the rest of the setup file. At the end, we have the option to wirelessly send the setup file to a Generation 4 display that is connected to a JDLink Connect subscription. We can also use a USB to manually transfer to the display. Now let's talk about requirements for the machine running AutoPath. Some requirements change from machine to machine, as you will see, but I will go over the constant requirements regardless of the machine. Generation 4 4600 version 2 or 4640 display, 20-3 software, Automation 4.0 activation. AutoTrack row sense or vision are not required, but highly recommended. Same guidance correction as the first pass, SF3 or RTK. Proper setup and calibration of receiver, including TCM calibration. Setup file from Operations Center that includes AutoPath. The last thing I want to show you is how to load the setup file on the display. Be sure to select the Gen 4 Spatial Files option, as this is where the AutoPath data is held. I will upload all the files here. Simply select a field that we included in the setup file with AutoPath, and the display will generate guidance tracks automatically. Try this out yourself today to experience the easy setup and take the guesswork out of guidance line management. If you have questions, please reach out to your local John Deere dealer for assistance. Thank you for watching this video on AutoPath setup file creation.